Hey everybody, it's Mike from Printer Performance. I know it's been a while, been kind of crazy, been busy. I'm just going to do a quick update for this. Had a customer asking about removal of the old design, and I'm going to go over the removal of the new design, just because I usually gloss over it because it is kind of finicky. So I'll start with the old version and how to remove that. So the old design had the clip system made out of ABS instead of the rubberized material. So it's more rigid, and you do have to be more careful because it is prone to break. It was designed to go on and not really to come off, mostly because it was a security thing. I didn't want them falling off or someone grabbing it and taking it or whatever. So for that system, the clips are actually attached with horizontal male and female clip systems where a nub falls into a dimple. The tolerances on those are extremely tight, so they will take a decent amount of force to get them to pop out. I actually, when I was putting those together and shipping them out, I would take a 2x4 just so I'd have even pressure and put pretty much all my weight on it to get them to pop in. Don't be too intimidated by all of that. Removal isn't too terrible, at least I don't think. So you're going to start on the flag side at the bottom, and you'll see here where the clip is, it's like a blocked off section. There's like a right angle right here. You're going to flex that. The whole body will bend a little bit, and you're going to flex that until you see that where the clip starts to separate from the body a little bit, and then you should be able to pull out a little bit, and you'll hear it, it'll pop. So you'll hear it pop, and then the top will actually separate. So then you'll have basically the body separated on this side, which will give you a little bit of play. You can leave this clip in here floating until you get to this other side off, because here comes the car. This is another thing. My new place is going to have a bigger garage, so when I do videos I won't have this going on. It is super annoying. Anyway, so this will be floating. This clip is actually held in by the force of the body forcing it apart. So when you separate it from the body, it'll start to float. So the next step, you can either, just depends on how comfortable you are, you can try separating the body. It's the same thing. It's horizontal dimple clips, and if you flex the body, you should. I've done it before, but it's just a little bit stiffer here. So what I would do, or what I would recommend, if you choose to do that, that's fine. You're still gonna have to do this next step. So if you do that, you're gonna end up doing this anyway. So you have your 3 quadrants, or whatever you call them, hexagons, and you're gonna have to basically reach your fingers in behind and flex those clips in slowly, like one by one, until you get each quadrant flexed and then popped back through. And you're just gonna have to take your time. Don't flex too hard, especially with the old style. The ABS is probably getting a little brittle just from UV exposure. And I will say what's probably gonna happen is the mouth piece on the clip is gonna break. It's more than likely gonna break, unfortunately. And if you plan on putting it back, you have to glue it. You know, it's just nature of the beast. Like I said, I never planned for these to come back off originally. Now that, after some revisions, we've gotten different. So there you can see, slowly work that off. Now this is the rubberized material, so it's a little bit different. It's a little easier. And then this side, you'll just have to kind of wiggle and pull off. And then the installation's the same. You pop it back on, and to get it popped back on, you'll have to have even pressure, and you'll just you don't want to feed one side in and then try to get the other clip in. You want them to clip at the same time. I've tried that and you end up doing damage. So anyways, the new system is going to be the same way for removal. It's a lot easier, but since it's not a dimple system, it's just a peg and hole. You can wiggle this, and this one's well worn. It's been off and on a couple times. You'll have 3 holes on this side and 3 holes on this side. Pretty simple. And then you can work each one of these out individually, just like we talked about before. This one will be pretty easy. You know, it's gonna pop out. Just take your time. Don't try to yank on it. I mean, this grill piece is pretty robust. You're not gonna hurt it, but you're probably gonna hurt the clips more than anything. And these rubberized clips are pretty nice. They're pretty durable stuff there, which is why I made the switch. So yeah, hopefully that can help you a little bit when you decide to get rid of these, or you know, you're getting ready to sell the car. I've seen that, or whatever, you know. But yeah, I don't, just as like a news update since we're done doing this. I don't know what that was, but it sounded good. Anyways, we don't have anything real new, anything big and new coming out. I think the end of October, I think we have something, just an improvement on this. I can't really say a whole lot about that. Be more in the future. The side skirt project, I got to work on the manufacturing techniques on that, and same with the front bumper. I have a whole project that's going on with that. Right now I'm really deep in a project for, it's an aviation project, and then if you don't know, I work in aviation. That's my primary, that's where I do most of my work. So I'm working on a photorealistic technical manual, basically, just to help technicians and help do onboarding and things like that. So that has been a big project that's coming due soon, that I'm trying to wrap up. Between that and building a new house, I'm building it with my dad. So I pretty much haven't had any free time for the last year. I've been pretty much just going to work, getting off work, and then going out and working on my house. So that's why I haven't had any new products. And not that anybody's really looking for anything new, but that's kind of why. So, but again, at the end of October, I'm hoping to have something come out for this, and hopefully I can get my manufacturing techniques down a little bit more, because some of these orders have been crazy, and I've just been having issues with the printers and the printer techniques. Getting this surface perfect has been a real challenge, a big learning curve, and just all the different changing things over to PETG, changing to the TPU, which is TPU is it's amazing to print with. I love it. But yeah, so it's just been, I think I'm starting to kind of narrow down on that. I've got some of my resin printers finally moved to my new place. I've been doing some stuff with that. Most of it's like cabinet knobs and stuff. That's a whole different thing that I do outside of cars. So anyways, hopefully this explains how, and you can work through this. It's not too difficult. It can be frustrating, but you just got to take your time. Set aside like an hour out of your day. It probably won't take an hour, but I would anticipate an hour at the most, and just take your time getting that worked off. So hopefully this helps. All right, thanks guys.